All right.
You ready?
Go for it.
Most don't even understand mobile and sound. Music coming around. With the mobile studio from UniqueSquared only allowing us to see that the 5 spot with the showcase would allow us to actually see hot music amongst stages, allowing us to see it free. See, our heartbeat would only allow us to be the ones, to be you, and also unique. But when the bus come around, it seems like the music is gonna hit the air and people gonna hit the ground, dancing like they never danced tomorrow. Because knowing that the sensation will only allow us to rise to the occasion and bring people to dance amongst the streets, but allowing us to levitate amongst the sound that come from the speaker rings and the guitar strings that get plucked seem to whine, but only allowing us to dine our ear off the music that most will never understand what they hear, because most don't never listen to the underground. But knowing where the underground sound, that's where it's going down, and that's where you can find a mobile studio.
Preston.
Jay Smart.
Jamal the Fifth.
Ajare.
Yes.
The name of the band is the Dojo Collective.
The Dojo Collective.
Yes. We make progressive hip hop, which basically means good hip hop with a little bit of musicianship on top, a little bit of forward thinking, progressively trying to move our folks forward. We've used all sorts of high MPCs, 1000s, 2000 XL,
I do have
4000s. We
60. Monster cable.
Oh yeah, monster
cable.
Definitely.
Like hands down.
Indeed.
It's the best. I mean, you break it, you can take it back, you get a new one, no problem.
There you go.
I mean, they're expensive, but
it's worth it when you have a warranty. Especially with cables always going out. Always going out.
Yeah. Like every other day. No, I mean, it's a great product.
It really is.
I got one that I've had for like 5 years. Never had a problem. I go get like a $15 cable. It'll break in like 2 weeks.
Yep. It's worth it. People say, I hate to be cliche, but you get what you pay for.
I mean, I have a Newmark turntable that I use, but I don't have any Newmark mixers or like CDJs or like interface equipment. They have some new stuff that's really awesome that's coming out.
Well, as we all know, Pro Tools has been the industry standard for a while. I think that there are, there's a lot of competitors out there, but I think that at the end of the day, they're trying to, kind of catch up and keep up with what Pro Tools is doing. I think that since some other interfaces have come out and they have had the user friendliness, Pro Tools has stepped their game up with their user friendliness, and it's fluid. It works out. I actually have very few kinks with it. I know a lot of people have to do troubleshooting and stuff with different programs, but usually I can do whatever I need to do with Pro Tools.
Just to hear the sound without you here with me, I know I'm still alive. Well,
I'm JP. I play drums for the Mind Creatures.
Mikey Producer, play guitar, sound effects.
Alberto Lares, a.k.a. Mr. Lares. I'm the second vocalist to the Mind Creatures crew.
Earl Williams, I play saxophone and wind synth.
Yes, it's the Grand Imperial MC with Stick, Mr. Wizard, a.k.a. Charlie Hustle from the Mind Creatures crew. A couple years ago, decided to take some older recorded material from a previous project called Psyche Origami.
Yes.
And morph it into a live outfit. We had a few casualties along the way. Stuff like that happens. But what we got here is something completely different from what we originally started with. And man, I looked at it one day and it was horrifying, so I called it the Mind Creatures, you know what I mean?
When you're in a rehearsal studio and we're all like vibing off of each other, you can all see each other, it is a completely different environment. But with this band, everybody's so high energy and everybody's so into the tunes. Like when we recorded our last EP, there was one point that I won't forget where KB was laying down the bass line, all of us were sitting around the board, and even though it was just the bass line, all of us were sitting there going, no, can you believe this? This is awesome, you know? And it was like, that energy comes through even in the studio, even though we're all not looking at each other, we're all not playing at the same time. But, you know, when Earl kicks a lick, we're all behind the board going, ugh, you know? It's pretty awesome. I've had my eyes on these types of things for a while. I've never played live on one, but when you've got a buddy that's playing on one, or whenever you're like in the music store, the first thing I do is go put some headphones on and go back and rock it. You know, I think it's awesome. It's definitely something that I would like to explore a little bit more, especially with what we're doing, where there's no creative boundaries. And you know, with this thing, I wouldn't even know where to get started with it. There's just so many things that you can do with it. Yeah, just turn it on. That's the first thing.
There's one more to be won. Well, it feels like life goes on and on forever.
Chris Conway, play guitar. Andy Potash, guitar.
Greg Jarvis, guitar and keys.
Jonathan, I play drums. It's mostly like alternative rock, 90s rock. It's kind of the sound that at least our EP conveys.
I'd probably say each one of us is like completely different styles and background. I mean, Bruce is like more 90s alternative, Andy's the metalhead. I did a lot of like indie rock and stuff, and John.
Like modern rock.
Yeah.
I got an iMac, a basic setup with Pro Tools. I also have I just got a condenser mic. You know, there's a big debate between Pro Tools and Logic. I just happen to learn Pro Tools and feel more comfortable with it. I think both of them are pretty user-friendly. You're going to get a great recording sound regardless. It just depends on who's behind it. So who's doing the recording is the most important.
You know, they feel a little different, but a lot of the electronic kits, you can make them sound like a real set. Like our last 2 songs I recorded on an electronic set. So, yeah, it all depends.
I love Monster cables, and they come with the warranty, and they're gold tips, so they look pimp.
Yeah.
And
conducting.
Are they guaranteed for life?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. That's always a good.
Be unique at UniqueSquared.com.
Be unique at UniqueSquared.com.
Be unique at UniqueSquared.com.
Okay, Vox is dope. I love Vox.
I love the MPC.
Our headphone preamp. This is all Persona stuff. So this is HB60 headphone preamp.
I love Personas.
I love Monster. Every guitar cable I have is Monster. Shout out to Monster. There's no other cables, really. There's no other cables, really.
I'm more of a keyboard guy. This cab 61 is a good MIDI board right here.
Knobs. Can't forget about the knobs for manipulation. Easy manipulation. The tiny terror. I love this. Can I have it? Be unique at UniqueSquared.com.